Coming up today on Studio 13 Live.
Beetlejuice.
It's showtime.
Michael Keaton is returning for the Beetlejuice sequel. What he says about playing the role again.
Then Cookies with Tiffany is showing us how to decorate treats to surprise your dad on Father's Day.
Plus, it's National Adopt a Cat Month. We're meeting some of the furry friends looking for their forever homes with the Emerald City Pet Rescue.
And Fremont Mischief chef John Walke is showing us how to make a recipe from his new book, Spirited Cooking from the Pacific Northwest. Studio 13 Live starts right now.
I wanna see you smile, take you another mile. Don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait, don't gotta wait today. It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey there, happy Tuesday. Thanks so much for being here with us today. I'm Mireya Garcia.
And I'm Carly Henderson. We had so much fun kicking off our new 10 a.m. time slot yesterday. Yay. Still not over the talent in the Seattle men's chorus. I don't think I've ever heard a more beautiful rendition of Let It Go. Oh my God.
I think you're right. Although I want to hear you sing Wrecking Ball because you got the Miley Cyrus voice going.
I had a little bit of a sore throat going on, but I'm trying to rally. I'm drinking all the honey water here, y'all.
Yeah, you're here for us, girl. We appreciate that. Well, you know who's not here for somebody? Maddie Healy and Taylor Swift kaput. Okay, after TMZ reported her and Taylor and Maddie Healy broke up. Their relationship, of course, first rumored about a month ago, so it's not like they were together forever or anything. But Maddie was seen at several of her Eras Tour concerts and in New York as well. Their relationship actually first discovered shortly after the news broke about Taylor and her longtime boyfriend, Joe Alwyn, parting ways. Now, nobody really knows what caused either of these splits, and I mean, like, how much of it is it really our business? I like focusing on the concert, you know, because I think that's what Taylor would like for us to do.
Right, so she's just like on top of the world right now, just crossing the country with Eras Tour. And I feel like, you know, there was a little bit of drama with previous remarks that Matt Healy had made or certain things he had laughed at on podcasts. Not going to go into it too much, but I don't think she loved what that brought for her reputation. And like, let's be real, this whole thing with Matt Healy was always going to be a fling. You know, she was in a very private relationship for years where we barely ever even saw them together. So the fact that like she's been doing all these like pap walks and like being seen out with her friends, like that is a message she's sending to everybody, which there's nothing wrong with that. She's like, I have moved on, I'm good, I'm in a good place right now, and she's just killing it. And like you said, she's just like amazing every single crowd of like tens of thousands of people that get to see her perform with Eras Tour. So thank you. Next, let's keep it moving, Taylor.
Thank you. Next, I love it.
In more Taylor news, about a month ago, Taylor Swift announced that Taylor's version re-recording of the Speak Now album would be dropping in July. And we just found out some of the features that will be on it. So other artists appearing on the re-recorded album will be Fall Out Boy and Paramore's Hayley Williams. So the album set to drop on July 7th and will feature all 14 songs from the original album and 6 additional songs from her vault. This is exciting. I love it because I remember she previously said that Pete Wentz was one of her favorite lyricists of all time. I remember her talking about meeting him at a dinner party around the time that Me came out, and so I'm glad that they got to team up on a track too. There's another one too that's called When Emma Falls in Love. Everybody wants to know who the Emma is here because 3 very prominent Emmas have been seen at Eras Tour. Emma Stone, Emma Watson, and
I don't know.
Emma Stone, Emma Watson, and Emma Roberts.
Oh, okay. Oh, well, those are all the famous Emmas.
Yeah, all 3 famous Emmas. I think it's about Emma Stone and her relationship with Kieran Culkin, who everyone knows from Succession. So TBD on that. Looking forward to hear that from the vault too.
And how beautiful was that photo? That was very nice for her re-release. I do love to see like the images that maybe we didn't get to see before. Hey, we talked about this next story yesterday. You know, Prince Harry was supposed to appear in court, but he wasn't there yesterday. He is there today testifying in a case against a major newspaper publisher accused of hacking his and other prominent celebrities' cell phones. In his statement, Harry said private information about him, the king, late Princess Diana, and his brother Prince William were on his cell phones that were allegedly hacked. He is the first royal to testify in court since the late 1800s. And I gotta tell you, I looked at some of the transcripts of that trial, and the attorneys for the paper really hitting him hard. I think that it's going to be so important to really maintain your composure when it comes to being in this courtroom. But we already saw Harry laying the groundwork for a lot of what he thinks of the UK media and the tabloids specifically when he released his book.
You know, the thing that stood out for me from his, appearance in court was him talking about the details of how he knows that someone was likely interfering with his phone and tapping it. He said that he would get notifications that voicemails would come in and then they would appear as read and the notification would disappear before he ever had a chance to even check it. So there's just something fishy going on. The details that they found out were weird, that should have not have been known by anyone other than like him or the people that he was talking to. So I'm really curious what will happen with this case. Ed Sheeran broke a record over the weekend at the Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. His stop brought in 77,999 people, the biggest audience in the history of that stadium. That is massive. So the previous record was held by a 2011 U2 concert, which brought in just a little under 76,000 people. Sheeran's going to be in Seattle at Lumen Field in late August. That is just such a massive concert. Even half of that or a quarter of that, still a huge concert.
I think it's really interesting to see him pulling this kind of crowd, especially when he was, having some legal troubles that were resolved in his favor. But I'll tell you, my parents actually went to see Ed Sheeran in Houston not too long ago, and they were just singing his praises, talking about what a great concert it was. So I really think that even though right now a lot of different artists, Taylor Swift, Beyonce, are getting like a lot of attention, Ed Sheeran's putting on a good show out there.
He really is. And like you said, multi-generations just like love him.
Absolutely. A 6-year-old boy named Carter has met Flo Rida twice in his young life, and I've met him 0 times. How about that? So Flo Rida invited Carter on stage during a recent concert in Wisconsin when Carter was just 2 years old. Flo Rida actually met him in Milwaukee, and at the recent show, Carter held up a sign showing a picture of Flo Rida holding him when he was a toddler. The boy waited 11 hours for that memorable moment, and he even took home a Flo Rida's autographed shoe. And I really don't think I'm cool enough to say Flo Rida that many times, but I got through it.
Yeah, you did, girl. Oh my gosh, you could tell his parents are huge Flo Rida fans. Did you know once I was Flo Rida's hype woman before he went on stage? Yeah. I hosted an event for a cell phone brand in Toronto. He was the performer, and then they were like, you gotta stall, he's not ready yet. And so I'm out there, and let me tell you, like, I can like host things when I know I'm gonna say, but just standing in front of a crowd of people, just like trying to keep the energy high for so long, it was really hard. I had to be like, where my ladies at? And like try to get them to cheer. I was like, shout if you're from Canada.
Oh my gosh.
It was not that great, but met him briefly. It was very nice.
I'm hearing this story for the first time right now and absolutely love it.
Oh my gosh. All right. Let's move on from that. Singer Louis Capaldi, he actually canceled the next 3 weeks of shows to give himself a moment to rest and recover. So he made the announcement on social media saying it's been incredible leading into his new album, but the last few months have been full on both physically and mentally. So the post goes on to say that he knows many people have spent a lot of money on travel and hotels, and he apologized for the impact that him canceling the shows will have on them. He says he's getting all the help and support he needs, and he cannot wait to be performing again. Man, that's tough. I know a lot of people love him. He was in Seattle not too long ago, and he's just like had a meteoric rise. People
really
love him so much. Seems like such a normal person, and I'm glad that he kind of rose to fame in his 20s to be able to know to trust his body and his mind when he needs to slow down and stop. And I think it's always really disappointing for fans when this happens, but if you really love the artist, then you will want what's best for them. So hopefully he can get some shows back on the calendar and make it up to everybody later on.
Yeah, I do hope that as well. But I mean, frankly, like people get sick, people need time off. That happens all the time in every industry. And I know that many artists, not all artists, make quite a lot of money. The tour isn't just about them making money. It also is paying for everybody that's working with the tour. So when an artist says that they need time off, it's very serious business. So sending him all the best. Hey, Michael Keaton is set to return as Beetlejuice in the long-awaited sequel to the 80s classic. So exciting. So Michael says that he and director Tim Burton are sticking close to the original. In a recent interview, the actor actually expressing his excitement about the project. Working with Tim Burton again, Michael went on to say Beetlejuice was the most fun he had working on a movie. And Beetlejuice 2, we said Beetlejuice 3 times, we'll see if he comes out of it, is projected to premiere in theaters September of next year. He didn't come out, you guys, so maybe we did it wrong.
I know. We gotta do it back to back.
That's right. I'm very excited about this one. I think that it's really fun, especially when we're talking about like a lot of makeup, you know, for the character, that an actor is able to reprise it so many years later, and you don't have to deal with the issue of aging.
Yeah, you know that like I'm really hesitant when it comes to reboots.
Yes,
Almost always
yes.
I'm like, should we be rebooting this? I don't know if we're gonna like it as much, but knowing that they're planning on sticking so close to the original, and I just think it's gonna work. I think it's gonna good. And knowing that the actor is so passionate about it. Sometimes it takes a lot of convincing to have the original actor come back to it, but it sounds like he's completely on board, and we can't wait to see it. That's so exciting. Coming up, the iHeartRadio Music Festival lineup has been announced.
Yes, we're checking in with Jody and Bender for mornings on 95.7 The Jet to hear all about the artists that you can expect to see. Stay with us.
It's happening all around, like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day. Yeah, I'm gonna make.
iHeartMedia announced the lineup for the 2023 iHeartRadio Music Festival in Las Vegas.
And here to share all the details, our friends Jody and Bender from 95.7 The Jet. Hi, friends. How are you?
Hi. We are unofficially the faces of all of iHeartRadio. I'm not sure if you guys knew that.
No,
I
But
believe
we
it.
are.
But
That's right.
well-deserved, my friends.
That's right.
The festival is taking place at T-Mobile Arena, September 22nd and 23rd. What artists can people look forward to seeing on this lineup?
The company pulled out all the stops. We're looking at Foo Fighters headlining. You got Fall Out Boy, you got Kelly Clarkson, you got Kane Brown, Lil Wayne,
Don't forget
Miguel.
Lenny Kravitz and Sheryl Crow. Don't
Are
forget
you kidding? Tim McGraw, 30 Seconds to Mars.
Public
And-
Enemy.
And see, this is the beautiful part about the iHeartRadio Music Festival. We announced it this morning. Everybody that's coming, but we know that as we get closer and closer to September and all throughout the summer, they will continue to add more and more acts, and everybody's going to lose their minds. Tickets go on sale on the 16th, but Capital One car holders can get early access on the 14th. So if you want to go, you can do it one of three ways. One, with Gen Pop on the 16th. You have a Capital One card, you can get them early on the 14th, or you could win them daily with 95.7 The Jet.
That's
the
amazing.
best way. That would be the best way.
I bet a lot of newcomers, like artists that have huge songs blow up in the months leading up to this, will get added to that lineup too.
That's
how we do
typically
it.
what happens.
Awesome. Hey,
Yeah.
and speaking of awesome artists, Nicki Minaj also announcing her album release date. And I know that people have been waiting for a long time to hear new music. So what can you tell us about that?
Can you believe it's been 5 years
Whoa.
since Nicki came out with an album? 5 years since Queen. So her new album is coming out. She's already tweeted out the release date, which would be October 20th. And there may be a sneak peek of music that's going to be on the album because she's going to be on the Barbie soundtrack. The movie comes out on July 21st, and it's either perhaps going to be exclusive movie soundtrack music, or you may hear a bit of a sneak peek of what's going to be on the album. So you never know.
So exciting.
How about that?
That's really cool. I also hear that the movie Bird Box is getting an expansion, this time in Barcelona, should I say?
How about
Very
that?
fancy.
We're
Ooh.
all going to say Barcelona the right way.
You just have to. What can people expect from this film?
Well, Bird Box was one of Netflix's most massive successes. Obviously, it's based on a book by Josh Malerman, who also had a second book called Mallory, which is the Sandra Bullock character. Now, there will be a sequel to Bird Box, but that hasn't really gone into production yet. They're hoping Sandra Bullock will be back. They're hoping all the stars will be back. But in the meantime, they have a bunch of foreign language spin-offs. The first one is coming out, and it will be in Barcelona.
Barcelona.
Say it with the TH, Jody.
I did. Barcelona.
Oh, you got to hit it
Hers
harder.
is just smoother.
Yeah.
She's not as obvious as us.
That's right.
Wow.
And this is the first of multiple local language Bird Box spinoffs, and this one in Barcelona does not have Sandra Bullock, but it has a great cast, and the vibe is the same. Don't look at the creatures or else you'll go crazy.
Oh my
Isn't it
God.
weird
I
that
remember
it's
when
been
that came out one
5
Christmas
years?
and like everyone's family watched that together weirdly.
I do remember that. I think it's kind of cool though because it gives you a look at the world, you know, what the world might look like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, hopefully not, but
Hopefully not.
Yeah. Jody and Bender, thank you so much. It's always fun chatting with you.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, don't forget you can catch Jody and Bender weekdays from 6 to 10 a.m. on 95.7 The Jet, and you should because they're great.
Yes, we love them. And coming up next, someone else we love, our cookie expert is in the house.
Cookies with Tiffany is here helping us get ready for Father's Day. You always know it's going to be a great time when she's in studio. We'll be right back.
Like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, welcome back. With Father's Day just around the corner, you might be trying to come up with a sweet treat to celebrate.
Yeah, it's never too early to start thinking about that. And we have our very own cookie expert, Tiffany Lewis, here. Cookies with Tiffany joining us in studio to prepare us. Thank you.
Of course. Thanks for having us. I always love coming here and spending my morning with you. So
We love
thank
it
you.
too. We always get excited knowing you're going to come. And I know your dad has played a huge role in your life. Talk to us about how he's supported your cookie endeavors specifically.
Yeah, so my dad, Tom, he's not here today. He's home watching. Love you, Dad. Happy early Father's Day. You know, it started from a very young age. He's an entrepreneur, so he taught me and showed me an example of following your dreams, having dreams, following them. And now I have a cookie company, and he gets to come with me to work every day and stamp all of my bags, cut all of my ribbon, help me do all my shopping. He is amazing. He does dishes, he does loading. I mean, look at him. He's so cute. I love that guy. He is awesome. So I wish he was here today, but he's here in spirit. And this is his favorite cookie. He loves peppermint. I mean,
so cool.
Who doesn't? Delicious, right? And
Yeah.
junior mints are so nostalgic and classic, so that's kind of why we paired that today. But yeah, so Dad's an awesome. He's such an example to live by, and I get to spend my days with him. That's really the best gift of all for Father's Day, right?
Time.
It's just time with your family, time with your dad, and I get to do that every day. Like,
That's
how
really
cool is that?
special.
Very
Yes.
exciting. Now,
So-
you gave us a little sneak peek as to what we're making
Yes.
today. So talk us through these tasty cookies.
Yes, delicious. So we're making our peppermint patty cookies.
Okay.
We are featuring junior mints. You could use any of your favorite minty candies. We know there's a few out there. I'm going to walk you through the steps of making them. Then we're going to scoop them off, finish them off, and we'll kind of go from there. Does that sound
Let's
good?
do it. Yeah, let's
do it.
Okay, perfect. So in my stand mixer here, I already have my sugar. I have my eggs in here. You want to blend that together and get that going. But the key ingredient here to really the best of anything is using vanilla, yes, but we're using peppermint extract.
Oh.
Yes, and you have to use the best of everything, right? If you want a great product, you need the best butter, locally sourced if possible, the best eggs, the best everything. This stuff here is delicious. So what we need to do is we need to add 2 tablespoons into the mixer. You want to do that?
I love when you keep me busy here.
Do you want to help me put this all together
Yes,
here?
absolutely.
Okay. So in here, it's
a lot.
okay. We're baking, so
Okay.
just have
all right.
essence. It's okay. Peppermint. We're making a peppermint cookie.
That's
it might as well
true.
taste pepperminty,
Yeah,
right?
it's gonna be very pepperminty.
I have my flour in here, baking soda, baking powder, the milk powder, which we've talked about.
Yes.
That adds a delicious chew. We believe in kind of taking your cookies to the next level. You need to use great ingredients, but you need to have some secret ingredients too. Like the milk powder is so good. It'll give you that
Yes.
wonderful chew. Do you want to whisk that together?
Absolutely.
And then over here, we're going to just turn this on.
Okay.
So just kind of one click towards you.
Oh,
There we go.
There we
Perfect.
go.
We're mixing this all together. What we're going to do is put the flour in here, and then we're going to kind of jam on from there.
perfect. I don't have a mixer at home, so I'm always like manually mixing
I can smell it from here.
It smells good. I put a
good.
lot of peppermint in. Sorry.
I was like, okay, all right, we're good. We're making peppermint cookies. Okay, that looks perfect.
Awesome.
So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna just kind of put this in here. We'll lower this down. And then we're gonna move on to some fun things here. So these are our junior mints here as well. So the junior mints are actually gonna go right here in this mixer. So if somebody would like to add that.
Sure.
And we're just gonna—
The whole thing?
Yeah.
All
just
these,
kinda,
wow,
yeah, just kind of get it in there. Perfect. Delicious. And we'll put that over here. So what are you guys doing for Father's Day? Do you have any fun traditions growing up or anything that you enjoy doing?
I don't know.
Just a lot of spending time together. I always think that's the best gift. But now that I'm an adult, I love sending my parents dinner to their home.
Oh, that's so sweet.
Yeah, because I feel like, you know, you can eat it then, you can eat it whenever you want. But a little gift for everybody.
That's so sweet.
And that's like, and I think too, when we come together and we cook together, like our whole company was formed around the idea of forming community through cookies, but you can do that through anything, right? And so it's like there's so much comes from just gathering around a table together, and whether it's a delicious peppermint cookie or it's something else, like it's so special, right? I love that.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
It would look like this.
it's gonna look like this. We are really quick here, so we
Yes,
just
we
made
are.
that. Okay, so now we've got this here.
Cool.
And I'm gonna, so we're gonna, you guys are pros not making cookies.
Yeah.
We're gonna
got it.
scoop some cookies and put them kind of close together, and then I'm gonna show you a great little trick we're gonna do here, which is actually really fun. I get excited about this.
Yeah.
So these are available. We're in 5 farmers markets now.
Oh, that's amazing.
You are a busy
I
woman.
know. So we are in Sammamish Farmers Market, we are in Bellevue, Mercer Island, Issaquah, and Ballard Farmers Markets. These are all available there all June.
So you get to go to all the most beautiful places around the city.
I do, and I love every market. They're all so special. We're at our bake shop. We also ship these nationwide. And it's just our June 1. So it's in tribute to my dad who loves a peppermint cookie. Everything peppermint ice cream. And you know what you could do with these? You could also put peppermint ice cream in between these. It's gonna get messy, but wouldn't that be delicious?
That would be so good.
Yeah, and it would look delicious.
How do you like keep track of everything with like Father's Day, graduation, all these farmers markets, all these events? Like how do you stay
Sticky
organized?
notes.
Yeah.
No,
write it
I'm
down.
totally serious. I have a lot of alerts. That's perfect in my phone, and I have a lot of sticky notes. And I'm such an I'm like anally organized. Maybe that's why I like baking so much.
It has to be just
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
So did it kill you when I threw in the extra peppermint?
No, because we're having fun.
Yes.
And baking's all about having fun. Okay, so you each take one of those.
Okay.
Each of you take one of those. Okay, what you're gonna do is you're gonna squish it in your finger.
I forgot how easily this
I'm
squished.
so strong.
I was picturing it like
And then you're gonna lay it on top.
Okay,
And we're gonna just roll it around, and then we got a towel right there.
Okay.
And then we're gonna just kind of rinse and repeat, and your fingers are gonna be sticky.
Very
But guess
cute.
what? Oops. We're in the kitchen, and we're just gonna have so much fun.
I feel like children would really enjoy this aspect of it too.
These are then going to go in your refrigerator to harden, and then you're going to bake them. When they come out of the oven, you're going to do that again. So what's going to happen is as they bake, the mint is going to just pool over the cookie.
Okay.
They're going to come out, and you're going to put one more on top. See my fingers, and you're going to put it on top when it comes out, and you're going to spread it around your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
I mean, come on,
There we
right?
go.
Doesn't
I
that look
love
good?
This is so amazing.
So
and there is
delicious.
still time to order some for
Yes.
Father's Day
Yes.
graduation.
Please.
Perfect.
Yes.
Can we have a little bite?
Oh, please. Yes.
Thank you
yes.
for coming in and sharing all your cookie secrets and special tips with us. You're so great, Tiffany.
Oh, we have so much fun
good.
together.
Yes.
Yes,
We'll see you
I love it.
soon.
Perfect. Thank you.
Coming up next, Apple is making some pretty big technology announcements.
Yes, not as big as how good this cookie is, but pretty big. The new safety and privacy features that you can expect to be available this fall.
Like sunshine.
Welcome back, friends. It is the talk of the tech world. Apple has a new virtual reality headset. So Apple announced it at their developers conference yesterday. This headset that you're seeing can be used for communicating, video, wellness, and gaming. But it is not the look or the capabilities that people are talking about. It is the $3,500 price tag. Woo! It is expected to hit stores next year. Apple also announced new features coming to iOS. Some include FaceTime voicemails, sensitive content warnings for messages and AirDrop, a new check-in feature that makes it easy for people to let their loved ones know that they've made it somewhere safely. And this other one, it's called Name Drop, and it lets people share their contact information quickly just like an airdrop. But you know what? If I use that, I would have to go back later and remember their name and add a little note in there. I always write down like how I met people or where we met or things like that too.
Yeah, you'd have to go back in there.
Yeah.
I cannot believe the price tag on that
It's
VR
expensive.
set.
But I feel like people who do VR do it a lot. So cost per use, you know, a few years, maybe it would pay off.
We'll see how it does.
Yeah.
All right. Well, another thing Apple announced is an upgrade to something annoying or hilarious that happens with autocorrect. So goodbye to saying, say this very slowly, what the duck.
Good
Quack,
job, Mireya.
quack.
We don't have to
Okay,
bleep you.
you don't have to bleep me. iOS 17 will have an updated autocorrect powered by artificial intelligence. Apple says over time the AI will learn to predict your phrases or words that you use a lot, and that includes swear words, because it is never duck.
It's never duck. It's never been duck. It's never going to be duck.
No.
So it's
Although
about time for an update.
I've started just, you know,
Just leave it.
saying duck. Just
Yeah.
leave it. Just leave it. It's family friendly that way,
You know
okay?
it.
But of course, I never curse. So
Of
there
course
you go.
not. I do really like that you can leave someone a FaceTime voicemail now.
That is
too.
fun.
Because
That is
sometimes
fun.
when you FaceTime someone and they don't answer, it's just kind of over. You're like, well, never
real
mind. I'll
bummer.
just try later. Or you can send a text, but it's not the same. Like, you know.
I look forward to your first FaceTime voicemail to me.
Good. Just you wait, my friend.
All right, now on to a debate over Uber Eats. So how would you feel about paying for the gas on top of the food? Not great, right?
Not
okay.
happening.
Well, it turns out that this debate is sparked by something that happened. So after an Uber Eats customer shared this on social media, that the driver asked him to chip in for gas because the driver says he was about out of gas and didn't realize how far away the order was. The customer says that is not his fault. And I have to say, though I feel for, you know, maybe not having the cash on you to gas up your car, if it's part of the side gig or your main gig or whatever, it's on you. Like, you're paying for the food and the service, I feel like.
Yeah, you can also decline deliveries if you don't want to do them. You know, that's kind of on you or your boss or whoever's supposed to be paying for it. I think it's you if you're an independent contractor.
Yes.
But you know what? It doesn't hurt to ask.
That's true.
Maybe someone will be really, really altruistic and just donate it.
Some
to
people
you,
have
you know?
a hard time saying no, especially if you ask super duper nice. So, like,
Yeah.
I guess do you, my man, but
Ask enough people, someone will say yes.
it's a no for me.
It's a no for me too. If you're heading to California within the next week, you might find one of the craziest rest stops ever. Cheez-It has opened its first pit stop. It looks just like a gas station, but instead of popping open your gas tank, you roll down your window, a Cheez-It pump will shoot free snack packs, hats, and other cheese stuff into your car. It's only open for the next week, so if you are a die-hard Cheez-It fan, you better act fast.
I like a Cheez-It.
I mean, it's kind of the quintessential road trip snack, right?
It is. It
Makes
really
sense
is.
they're doing this. They're getting, I mean, just from like an experiential marketing perspective, because that's what this is, right? We're all talking about Cheez-It. People are probably going to go buy Cheez-It more now after this. But like also, it's in Joshua Tree, which is near Los Angeles. There's a lot of content creators in Los Angeles. People are going to go. They're going to document their experience, and Cheez-It's going to make a lot of money. So
Good for Cheez-It, I
yeah,
guess. It
good for
is a good
Cheez-It.
little treat.
It would be
so-
fun to have a snack like just shot at you, right?
Just
Who's
trying
one
to
you
catch
like?
it. Yeah. I don't know. It's not going to look very graceful, but I would enjoy it.
Yeah.
So there is this new dating app trend that's going around, and it's all about forget your face, but putting your credit score on your profile. I'm sure your face is in there as well. So people think that a higher credit score makes them more attractive. And you know what? It turns out there might be a little bit something to that there. TikTok users say that after sharing their score, which was above average, well, this one particular user, she got a ton of comments from guys and even marriage proposals. Okay.
Oh, come on.
Relax, okay?
Come on.
But I mean, yeah, I think that there are a lot of things that are attractive to people. And in my own personal opinion, when you hit a certain age threshold, like being financially secure is a turn on.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not even saying rich, just like decent with your own money.
Yeah, or like not having a ton of debt or whatever, because those are the big conversations that you end up having if you date
Yes.
someone longer. I feel like only people who had a really good credit score would add this, kind of like a GPA on a resume, you know what I mean? You're only including it if you're very proud of it, but I feel like we should take it a step further. Put what percentage you tip, put your like Uber, Lyft, you know, score. Is it a 4.8? Is it a 4.2? Give people the full picture here. Let's not just stop at credit scores.
I love that idea, actually. Okay.
Learn a lot about a person.
Hey, a man on Reddit is asking whether or not he should keep bringing his puppy to the gym with him. Okay, so he says the dog is just 6 months old, such a teeny little thing, and gets separation anxiety, of course, when they're apart. At the gym, the dog is on a leash, just sits there while everybody's working out. However, one time he did get away and interrupted somebody's workout, so not 100% of the time. That person complained. And now it's on the line. What do we think?
I don't think you should bring your dog to the gym.
Right.
If you're worried about them having anxiety, there are like loud noises, people dropping weights, people doing sudden movements as they're running and jumping on all these different machines. Not the place for a dog. I love a cute dog. I love seeing them around. Probably not at the gym though.
It's not safe. You know what I mean?
You know?
And I don't love talking about this a lot because the people who do CrossFit talk about CrossFit a lot.
Of course.
All right.
You actually don't.
Well, but I will say, there was a time that a lot of CrossFit gyms, people would bring their dogs a lot. And I used to bring my dogs to the gym, but eventually it became an issue where the owners of that gym were like, hey, actually, this isn't safe and it's a liability, so we're gonna stop doing it. So there was definitely a trend for a time, but it's really not a great idea.
Yeah, I could see how that would make sense. They're very cute shelter kittens in Minnesota. I got to go on a little field trip to the aquarium. So it's very clear that they enjoyed the trip to the Sea Life Aquarium at the Mall of America. They got to meet jellyfish and stingrays and watch fish through the glass. The kittens are between 6 and 12 weeks old. How cute. And the trip was to promote National Adopt a Cat Month. I mean, this is beautiful videos of these kittens. Great advertising if you want to adopt a kitty. But it's kind of interesting because cats eat fish.
They do. They do,
Good
but
thing.
those are safe, y'all.
They're behind glass.
They're behind glass, and I love the little like floof that kittens have. Oh, so cute. And still ahead on Studio 13 Live, we're actually meeting some adoptable cats from Emerald City Pet Rescue.
Yes, plus one of their pigs is running for mayor. We're going to tell you how to vote. We'll be right back. And also, don't forget to join us this Friday. So Studio 13 Live is going to be broadcasting live from Auburn.
Yeah, we're going to be checking out all the cool places out there. We're going to meet some horses at Emerald Downs. That is June 9th at 10 a.m. right here, Fox 13.
I'm gonna make your day.
June is National Adopt a Cat Month, and we are celebrating the highlights of a local organization that is doing some amazing work to rescue animals in our area. Emerald City Pet Rescue saves abused, neglected, and homeless animals from high-volume shelters around the country and truly just proves that love can save the lives of cats and dogs and even some farm animals.
Yeah, this is so interesting. So here to share all about the organization, Kaylee Botting and Amanda Bowser with Emerald City Pet Rescue. Welcome.
Hi.
Thanks for coming in. So Emerald City Pet Rescue celebrating their 10th anniversary, right?
Yes.
That's amazing. Tell us all about the organization and what kind of services y'all provide.
Yeah, so we're celebrating 10 years this year. In 2013, our founder, Vivian Goldblum, started the organization actually out of her house and just a handful of people, and it's grown into what it is today. We have multiple locations, and we're able to save animals, like you said, all over the country and bring them into our shelters. And we actually have an in-house vet clinic, and they are able to provide the care for the animals. And every animal that comes into our care is able to get vaccinated, microchipped, and the most important thing is we spay and neuter all the animals to help with the overpopulation.
That's wonderful.
Beautiful. Now, before we continue, you have to introduce these little kittens that are here with us. What are their names?
Yes.
I have Ashley here.
And this is Suits. They are brother and sister. They're a bonded pair. They came to us from California when they were just kittens. And they, Suits is here. He's a little bit more active. Ashley's a little bit on the shyer side, but they have a ton of kitten energy. They definitely balance each other out, but they do have to go together. But Suits here, he has juvenile gingivitis, so he does need daily teeth cleanings, but other than that, they are a very healthy pair.
That's so cute. Now, you touched on having several locations, so tell us where they are and the kind of animals that you keep there.
Yeah, so our smallest location is in West Seattle. It's called Kitty Harbor, and we just have cats there. And then our most public-facing location is in Soto. That is on Idaho Street. And we have all of our adoptable dogs and cats there. That's where these two are at. And then we have Vashon Island.
We have the sanctuary at Vashon Island. It's home to over 100 animals, horses, cows, goats, alpacas, pigs, you name it. We have it at the farm. And they're there to live out their days, you know, with no worries and just get to be an animal.
Is that Ghost Owl Farm?
That's Ghost Owl Farm.
Oh my gosh. And can people visit that or not yet?
So we're going to be opening up for tours this summer. So that's super exciting. We have that coming up. We just started our volunteer program. So we're ramping up with volunteers with that many animals. There's a lot of love that is needed. We can definitely use that from volunteers. You know, we have gardening volunteers. We're doing lots of different projects on the farm.
That's incredible.
So it's the more the merrier.
Yeah, that is fun. And you've hung out with farm animals in the past. It's
I love
fun.
it. And I was going to say, I went
fun.
to Vashon just a couple months ago. So if the farm had been open, that would definitely be on my list. And I'll come see you next time I go there after you're open this summer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It is. It's a dream. It's a very magical place is what it is.
Now, I want to keep talking about some of the adoptable cats that you have. I know we couldn't bring them all. We wanted to, but we couldn't. So let's see some pictures of the kitties that are available for adoption.
Oh. This is Sasha. That's another bonded pair. So her and Debbie, they're 9 years old. They don't have quite much kitten energy as these two. They just like to chill. This is Kato. He likes to sunbathe. He's a little chonky. He's looking for more of an experienced adopter because he can be a little much. And then this is Bjorn. He's amazing. He likes to be the star of the show, so he needs kind of a one cat household.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Who takes these amazing photos?
We have a volunteer photographer actually who comes in and he'll come take the photos on a weekly or bi-weekly basis for us. It's amazing.
Wow.
And who is this here?
This is Poppy, and I think that's Prince.
Beautiful. I love that you get to know the cats so well.
We do. That's great. We can like go in. It's nice. Sometimes I'll just go take my break and play with the animals or the cats or the dogs, and it's amazing.
Oh my gosh.
This is Smokey. That's actually their brother. So he is not bonded to these two. So if you're interested in a kitten still, we do have his brother available.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
What is your favorite part about working with all of these animals?
Just getting to be a part of their transformative story and getting to help them find their forever home. It's just so amazing getting to have that full circle moment.
Yeah, what a great way to give back. And I know you're also participating in the Strawberry Festival on Vashon Island. I hear one of your pigs is actually running for mayor. Tell us all about that and how can people vote for him?
So we have Templeton the pig. He
Templeton.
is running for unofficial mayor of Vashon. You can vote for him on our website. It'll take you right there. Each vote goes towards fundraising. Everything that we fundraise through Emerald City Pet Rescue goes 100% right back into the rescue. We got Templeton when he was 6 weeks old. He was the last one that made it out of his litter. So I personally picked him up in California and brought him home. We spent several months taking turns on who got to bottle feed him at night on the farm. And now he is 9 months old, about 120 pounds. He'll be about 500 pounds in a couple of years.
Boy.
Yeah, he's going to be a big boy, but he has great manners. We're doing some meet and greets around Vashon Island, working with the community, doing a lot of education.
And you know, I think we would love for all of these animals that are available for adoption to be adopted, but talk to us about the importance of really thinking about this decision to really help a pet find their forever home.
It is definitely a lifelong commitment. We do understand that, and we have a ton of different animals that are available. But, you know, there's something special about getting an animal from a rescue and giving them that second chance.
Absolutely. Kaylee and Amanda, thank you so much for coming in here, as well as these little cuties as well. We've got a link with more info on Emerald City Pet Rescue up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
So cute.
This was absolutely wonderful. And keep doing all the amazing work you're doing, too.
Thank
Coming
you.
up next, Fremont Mischief Chef John Walkie is showing us how to make his heirloom tomato gazpacho.
Perfect weather for this, okay? So we're hearing all about his new cookbook as well. We'll be right back.
Like sunshine through the clouds. I'm gonna make your day.
Hey, it is time for Emerald Eats, where we highlight amazing food in our area. Fremont Mischief has teamed up with their chef, John Walkie, to release a cookbook inspired by his love for the outdoors and all of his finds in our region's oceans and forests.
Yes, hello. And to share all about his new book, Spirited Cooking from the Pacific Northwest, we have Chef John Walkie. Welcome, welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah, absolutely. So we had been talking about gazpacho, which is available in the cookbook and at the restaurant.
At the restaurant, currently on the menu.
Okay, but today we're going to make something a little bit different.
Yeah, so because of the weather and how it's getting a little bit warmer, grill season kind of snuck up on us, so I want to get started on that.
Beautiful.
And so we're going to do a panzanella salad today. It's a great summer, vegetarian dish. Good way to remember to eat your vegetables.
Yep.
But it's also a great way to use up old stale bread or day-old bread.
That's great.
You have extra on hand, which everyone always does. You
Yeah.
know, in the colder months, it's really easy to do it with, bread pudding or putting croutons in soups. But this is a great one for the summertime. So, and this can all be done on the grill.
Okay,
That's beautiful. Okay, so let's start building that. But while you're doing that, tell us a little bit about Fremont Mischief and when it started, the location, all that.
Yeah, so we're right there in Fremont, on the Fremont Canal. And it's been there, the distillery itself has been there since 2009.
Wow.
I opened up a restaurant for them about 3 years ago, right before that pandemic hit. But we made it through, nice, stronger than we were.
Yeah.
And we've been working a lot, doing different projects. We have a rooftop patio and bar that's currently open. It's been seasonal, but we're hopefully going to have that one year round. But yeah, there's a lot going on there.
That's really cool.
yeah.
I want to know more about your cookbook too. Spirited Cooking from the Pacific Northwest. How many recipes are in it? Tell us all about it.
So we have about 100 recipes, 80 to 100 recipes, but each one of those have kind of sub-recipes. So you're looking at roughly around 200
Wow,
recipes in there.
that's
So
great.
there's a lot. But yeah, the idea behind it is to have that restaurant experience, that style of cooking, but being able to do it at home. So there's nothing too extravagant, too difficult.
Restaurant quality meals.
There you
Love
go.
it.
Everyone wants to do that at home.
So walk us through what you're working on here.
So we have our grilled baguette, left over from the restaurant. You need to use it up. So it's you can either use stale or you can throw in the grill, like I said, and toast it up a little bit.
Okay.
If you make croutons at home and need to use those up, same thing. You can just use those right in there. We have our stone fruit, which is not quite there in season yet.
Yeah, but close.
But it's very, very close for as far as the getting it local. Always want to have it a little bit more firm so that way it holds up on the grill.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and
So
get some nice
nectarine, apple,
nectarines. You can get peaches, apricots. Just get a nice caramelization going on those. And all this is just rough dice. This is a lot of kind of using up what you have.
Yeah.
All my recipes, you can follow it to the T, but the thing I like about cookbooks is being able to look at it if you don't have something, can't find something.
I do love that.
It's a
Experimenting.
guideline. It's a guideline. Yeah, they're not set in stone.
We learned that with our cookie segment and the peppermint that just
That's right.
went
You
in with
a
reckless
little
abandon.
bit more. I love
Yeah.
that. The thing I love about salads too is that if there's a particular thing that you like and something that you don't, it's so easy to just swap it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I always do that. I always swap it out. And you have a unique way of getting a lot of your stuff too. You're a beekeeper, a gardener, a forager, and what you find, you put into your food. So talk to us about how that kind of inspired a lot of your recipes.
Yeah, so we do utilize a lot. My book is a seasonal cookbook, so all the chapters are done by season, which helps when you're going out and you can actually see the seasons changing. Go out for a hike. We're in a great area for that. We're just finishing up the season with nettles. That's very, very popular in dishes now. Really, really good for you.
What's a
And they're
nettle?
everywhere. Stinging nettles. So it's a weed
Okay.
that people forget about until you walk across it and it stings you.
Oh, fun.
Oh, but you can eat it, no
But
problem?
you can eat it, yeah. Once you blanch it or apply any heat to it, it takes all the sting out of it, and it's super flavorful. It's kind of got a citrusy, really earthy flavor to it.
Okay.
But yeah,
That's why you're
We
It's
do
great.
have about 2 minutes, so we're gonna
Yeah.
have to speed
Let's
chef
speed it
you
up.
because we want to try this
Absolutely.
delicious salad. This is amazing. Okay, so
like I
we're
said,
working
all
with
these go onto the grill. You just get a little char. It's really up to you how far you want to take it. If you like a little more crunch, if you, you know, however you like. And you can throw watermelon into this. It's one of those that you can really kind of figure out whatever you want, whatever you have laying around. There's some sunflower seeds. You can throw red onion. I like our pickled red onions. Also, the recipe's in the book.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
One thing I like to keep at home is these little tiny jars because they're great for making small amounts of dressing. You just add all your ingredients in here.
I love that.
What are some of the ingredients?
So we got some ginger, a little bit of salt and pepper, some honey, oil, a little bit of vinegar, and citrus. And you can just
do a little shake. Okay.
Shake.
Beautiful. I love this salad. It looks very hearty with the bread.
Yeah.
Yes, girl.
And it'll soak everything up.
Yeah.
That is wonderful. All right, are we able to jump in here or not just yet?
Let me get the arugula in here, and we'll get this all plated up for you.
Great.
Beautiful. Wow. So where can people find your book while you're plating this up?
So you can find it at the Mischief Distillery. We have a little gift shop in there, and a whole bunch of different lines. You can find the honey that we have.
Beautiful. Oh, I love this. I think it's perfect for the summertime. Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Well, while you're plating, John, I want to thank you so much. We do have a link for more information on your awesome book, Spirited Cooking from the Pacific Northwest. That's up on our website, fox13seattle.com/studio13live.
Yeah, jump in there, Mireya. And do not forget, friends, if you have a restaurant or bar you think we should feature on the show, definitely let us know. Send us an email at studio13live@fox.com, and we'll see you tomorrow. This has been amazing. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Thank you,
It's
Chef.
so great. Look at this. This bread.
I'm gonna make